What's up, Star Wars fans? How's it going? It's John with Starwarsnut77.com. In this video, I'm going to rank my least favorite Star Wars film to my most favorite Star Wars film, basically number 7 to number 1. In doing so, I'm also going to talk about my favorite parts I like about that particular movie, as well as my least favorite parts of each movie, and go from there. Please, guys, I encourage you guys to make your own list. I'm sure you guys already have it. Share with it in the comment section below. Do video responses, all that good stuff. I'm really curious to hear what you guys list is, because I'm sure it's different than mine. We're going to start with number 7 on my list, and that is Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. By far my least favorite movie of the Star Wars movies, in my opinion. I'll tell you about the things I did like about the movie. I liked the Yoda, the lightsaber. I thought that was really cool at the end. I also liked the Battle of Geonosis. I thought that was kind of a cool battle. But overall, I think what ruined it for me was the love dialogue between Anakin and Padme in the middle of the movie. That is didn't feel Star Wars to me at all, to be honest, and I really didn't care for that. I thought the dialogue was really, really poorly written. But I did like the scene where Anakin finds his mom with the Sand People, and the Tusken Raiders, and he gets all mad, and he seeks revenge. So that was a kind of a cool scene personally, but not a terrible movie by all means, but definitely my least favorite by far of any Star Wars film. Number 6 on my list would be Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. I didn't hate this movie like a lot of people would. I think a lot of people will probably put this movie their least favorite. I actually liked the pod racing scene. One of my favorite characters, 2 of my favorite Star Wars characters, are Darth Maul, Qui-Gon Jinn. I thought they were really cool characters. Darth Maul, the fact that he doesn't say much, very little, I think it just adds to his mystery and his, who he is as a character. I think it was really cool. It didn't feel Star Wars to me as the original trilogy, of course. It's one thing I didn't like about it. Of course, I can't not mention Jar Jar Binks. I didn't really care for Jar Jar as well, but not a terrible movie. I thought Jake Lloyd with Anakin, doing Anakin, wasn't the best acting job either. I thought they could have done a better actor for that role. But take all that, I think it's a decent movie, nonetheless. Number 6 on my list. Number 5 on my list is probably going to be kind of controversial. I'm sure it's going to be a lot higher in a lot of people's list. That would be Episode 7, The Force Awakens. Just came out. Guys, I didn't not like this movie. not like this movie. I actually really liked The Force Awakens. I saw it 3 times in theaters, and definitely going to pick up on Blu-ray when it comes out. One thing I did not like about it, though, guys, and I'll be honest. Well, let me start off with what I did like about the movie. I really liked the characters. I liked Rey, I liked Finn. I liked the character development. I really liked the fact they brought in a lot of the original trilogy cast. Han Solo, Princess Leia, Luke, this minor at the end. I thought it was really cool. So I know he'll have a bigger role in the later films. One thing I didn't like about it, guys, and this is a big letdown for me, is it felt like a rehash of Episode 4. How many Death Stars or Star Killer bases do we need? The whole, planet about to blow up by this base. There's actually a, you can destroy it. There's a fault in the design of the space and go and destroy it. It was pretty much a rehash of Episode 4. Now, definitely felt more Star Wars to me than the prequel movies, no doubt. Captain Phasma I thought was a cool character, but they didn't utilize her as much. She had a very small role. Hopefully, I think the next films are probably going to she'll have a bigger role in the film. I really like Kylo Ren, though. I thought he was a pretty cool character. And just parts of the movie where, it's like Rey and Kylo, and there's an earthquake, and it splits them up. It just kind of was, the whole timing of it all just didn't really work for me. But not a bad movie. I liked it. Don't get me wrong. That's number 5 on my list. Number 4 on my list is Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. This by far is my favorite prequel movie anyway. I really liked the ending with battle between Anakin and Obi-Wan. I thought it was really cool. I liked how they tied it in with the original trilogy. I thought that it wrapped up really nicely, I felt. One thing I guess I didn't like about the movie was, I don't know, what I didn't like about Revenge of the Sith. I guess the way that General Grievous died, I thought it was kind of lame how he died with a gunshot. That was kind of weird how he died that way. But nonetheless, not a terrible movie at all. I thought it was really good. Definitely, I think it deserves a lot more credit than people are giving it for, and that is number 4 on my list. Number 3 on my list would be Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. This actually was number 1 on my list for years. I loved Return of the Jedi. I still do. But I think the reason it probably dropped my list was just looking at the Ewoks. I've kind of grown old with Ewoks, to be honest with you. But I did like the speeder bike scene. I liked the ending with Darth Vader, and how he destroyed the Emperor, and the whole twist and the whole plot. But I really didn't like the way the Emperor died at the end. I think throwing him down the shaft was kind of a lame way of dying. but I get it. It's part of the scene, whatever. Nonetheless, a good movie, good soundtrack, epic battle, new Death Star, new plans to destroy it. That's definitely number 3 on my list. Number 2 on my list would be Episode 4, A New Hope. This is the one that started all, of course, the first one. There's so much positive about this movie. Just going from Anakin as a farm boy to see him grow into what he becomes in Return of the Jedi, which is really cool. The cantina scene is awesome. The last scene, the Death Star trench, so iconic. Honestly, there's nothing I don't like about this movie. It's so well made. And number 2 on my list. Number 1 on my list, you guys probably guessed by now. It's the only one remaining, of course. Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Again, this is a very dark film. In fact, this is probably the darkest of all 7 films. Darth Vader, first tells Luke he's his father. Huge plot twist when you first watch this movie. The whole scene is pretty epic. The only thing I didn't care for about The Empire Strikes Back, I guess, if there's one thing, if I were to nitpick, would be the lightsaber duel scene between Luke and Darth Vader in Cloud City. I thought that was kind of pretty weak compared to what we're used to seeing nowadays anyway with lightsaber scenes. But nonetheless, a really cool movie. Best soundtrack. The cliffhanger at the end, probably one of the best cliffhangers of any movie of all time, honestly. So that is Episode 5. So that is my list, guys. Let me know what your list is. I'm really curious what you guys think. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys soon, and may the Force be with you. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you guys want to stay in touch, please subscribe. Also, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. At my website, swnet77.com. If you're interested in getting a Starwarsnut77 t-shirt, they're also available at chopshopgoods.com. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.